Hi friends, my name is Maruti and I'm the co-founder of Krakow. Many students tell me that when they're preparing for CAT or while they're taking mocks, they suffer from anxiety and this is hampering their performance. So in this video, I'll be giving 5 tips on how to handle your anxiety better. Towards the end of the interview, I'll also talk about a personal incident when I used to suffer from anxiety when we first started Krakow and how I dealt with it. So definitely please do watch till the end of this video. The first tip I'm going to give you is to start somewhere. Take a mock, take a sectional. If you have the Krakow books, maybe you can start attempting questions which are of level of difficulty 1. Or you can take some of the previous papers, you can download the CAT previous year's papers, the PDFs, and try to start answering some questions from there. Start somewhere, do something. Because once you start doing something, your anxiety will decrease. If you are only thinking about the vast syllabus that is there, or if you are thinking about the competition that is there, your anxiety will only increase. But once you start your preparation, even if it is a small step, you will notice that the anxiety that you have will definitely decrease. Secondly, don't focus on the results. Focus on your actions. In Bhagavad Gita, there is a very nice quote. It says that karmanya vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachan ma karma phala heturbhu ma te sangosta karmani. It basically means that you have the right and the privilege to act, but you don't have right on the fruits of your actions. This opportunity that you have to prepare for CAT is a privilege. Not many people actually have it. You have the opportunity and the right to ensure that you are improving yourself. Identify what your areas of weakness are and put effort to improve in those areas. Don't focus on the results. Don't focus on what is the percentile that is needed or the competition. Those kind of thoughts only clutter your brain and it will only increase your anxiety. You should have pride in how much effort you're putting in. Your attitude should be that I will do whatever it takes to ensure that I'm improving. When you think of the results, your anxiety will increase. But when you're thinking about how much effort you have put in, you'll get a sense of calm. Before we continue, I wanted to tell you that Krakow is offering 3 free CAT mocks, all of them with detailed video solutions. These are in the latest pattern of the examination and they're taken by tens of thousands of students. In my opinion, this should be your first step in your journey of CAT preparation. So definitely make the best use of it. The link to take this free mocks is given in the description of this video. Thirdly, have a good routine. We humans are not machines. If you're not treating your body well, your mind also will not work properly. I have personally noticed that the days in which I slept well, I ate well, and maybe I worked out, I make very good decisions. But even if one of these 3 is not fulfilled, I feel that my decision making itself is impacted. So I would recommend you to eat healthy, sleep early, and work out regularly. It will definitely do wonders to your own mental health. Fourthly, I would say if you win the morning, you will win the day. Even if you can get 1 or 2 hours of your CAT preparation done before you go to work, you will be in a much better state of mind the entire day. Because you know that your morning was productive, you know that you have already contributed something in your CAT journey early in the morning. If you put off your studies for the evening, the entire day you will be actually worried. The entire day you will be slightly anxious about the work that needs to be done. But if you get some part of the work done in the morning, the entire day you will be much more relaxed. Your mind also is fresh and less cluttered in the morning. So definitely make the best use of that. Fifthly, I would recommend you to decrease your screen time. This is something that I tell a lot of people. I feel that our brain should get bored. When we get bored, when our brains get bored, they think of uncomfortable questions. Suppose you are going in a train and you don't have a book or a friend or a phone. Then you keep thinking about stuff that actually matters. After some point, you try to figure out a solution to it. But suppose your brain is always distracted by either Instagram or Reddit, then you don't even think of the important things and they are pushed into the background. But at some point, you will have to deal with them. And when you start dealing with them, you develop anxiety or mental health issues. So I would definitely tell you to decrease your screen time. Another way to look at it is a normal person, say, spends 6 hours on their phone during the time that they're awake. Now, out of these 6 hours, suppose you study for 2 hours and you spend the remaining 4 hours either sleeping or just resting or maybe reading a book. Imagine how much better your mental health will be. So I would actually recommend all the CAT aspirants for the remaining 3 months that are left for CAT to have a non-smartphone, to have a phone which is not a smartphone, and that is going to improve the time that is on your hands. It will also improve the amount of time that you sleep. Your brain will be well rested, so you can even focus better when you're studying for CAT. Finally, I wanted to talk about how anxious I used to be when we first started Krakow and how I dealt with it. Because I think if I give you my own personal experience, maybe it will help you and inspire you to deal with these kind of things. When we first started Krakow in 2014, we were all first generation entrepreneurs. We had no experience with entrepreneurship or how to run a business. And in the entrepreneurship is a very tough journey. It has highs and it has lows. And whenever we were getting any lows, the lows would last for a few months and that would definitely impact my mental health. Because I used to feel that, okay, this is a very big risk that we have taken of starting. Saili and I were in Hong Kong. We were working in an investment bank and we returned to India to start up. Now, I would feel that, okay, if this fails, all of this decision making would look so stupid. You could say that all of this was unnecessary. We could have just continued with our life of working in Hong Kong. So I would have all of these doubts in my mind as to whether this would succeed or this would not succeed. And many times there were different triggers that would increase my anxiety. Suppose I tried to hire somebody to join Krakow, and after a lot of interviews, that person would say no. He would give some example. He would say that, okay, maybe your company is too small, or maybe the salary that you are able to offer is too little, something or the other. Now, but that was essentially a rejection about our years of hard work, which is a fact. Similarly, it can be different things. Maybe the website traffic of Krakow would have decreased for say 2-3 months, and suddenly again I would start panicking. Or I distinctly remember one incident. This is after say 3 or 4 years after we started. We didn't have any money in the bank account, and within 10 days I had to pay salaries. So again, I remember that one night where I spent the entire night unable to sleep because I was just anxious of what has to be done. Now, in many of these instances, my anxiety would increase. When we are having good times, our anxiety would decrease. But again, this would keep reoccurring. And so after a point of time, I tried to figure out what I should do to deal with this. And I felt that, okay, I'll try to control the controllables. I'll try to ensure that every single day, I'm going to improve the Krakow website by 1%. If I can focus on what I can do, my anxiety will be lesser. So if there is a question for which I can write a better explanation, I will write it. If there is a concept I can explain well on YouTube, I would make a concept video. If there is a formula sheet that I can make, a list of formulas where I can put it up on our website so that it will be very useful for students, I will do that. I will basically do anything and everything which would ensure that Krakow is a better website. Krakow will help more students, just a little bit more every single day. So when I try to focus on what I can do to ensure that Krakow is a better product which will be more useful for students, I realized that my anxiety was lesser. And after I had this shift in attitude, I enjoyed entrepreneurship and its highs and lows much more. So this is something that I would recommend even students to do. Focus on what you can do to ensure that you will actually enjoy the journey. If you found this video to be useful, please do like it and please do share it with your friends. If you have any doubts with respect to your CAT preparation, please do comment below this video. I look at all the comments and I'll try to respond to them to the best of my ability.